Where did I rip? I don't know. I think I ripped something. That's not a good situation. We are here. Got Marie calendars. Very, very good. Fresh pasta. What's it say? Pasta made from scratch. Hearty 3 meat marinara. This one reminds me of Big ziti my friend Matt's mom used to make. Just put some more, a little extra cheese on it. It's got sausages in it, big pieces of sausage. It's got that fresh pasta with the cheese. Okay, it's something or another. And I was just sitting here enjoying it, and I was like, why didn't I turn on the video? So I thought, why not turn it on? Uh, Both of my phones, the space on them are full. Both of my phones, the space on them are full. So I'm using my HP gaming laptop to record this one. Try to keep this table relatively clean. All right. Chose to go with a Pepsi. With this one. And yeah, I've already taken a couple bites out of this one. I'll show you once again. Oh, hmm, that's good. Very comparable to any restaurant. I've had Boston pizza at the fraction of the price. Yeah, this one's sort of nostalgic for me. You say, wow, you can eat that whole tray, that whole big tray of it. It's definitely shareable. Definitely shareable. Family could dig in. Today, I'm a big guy and I'm in just one of those moods where I just want to like indulge. I think I will eat it. You can eat it as all you want, but every day I don't think I'd be able to eat this big portion every day. But sometimes I go through bouts where I want to indulge and have that big portion. That's good too. Like I said, you have garlic bread or whatever, or even if you didn't, you could split it up. You could probably feed one, two, three, at least 3 or 4 people with it. Maybe five or something if you're just giving everybody a tiny bit. And I think it's priced at $4.97 comparative to anywhere you would get this quality. And then you got to think about the work to make this. If you sit there and you make this, you got to cut up the sausage. You got to boil the noodle. You got to make fresh pasta because this is fresh pasta. You have to make it in the machine or the maker. And the sauce, the marinara sauce. It would take at least an hour or so to make it like that, or more. So it almost feels like I'm in a restaurant here in my own domain or whatever apartment. I see that boy on TikTok making all the homemade pasta. Don't get me wrong, I like to make homemade pasta. You know the days when we do that. There's so many different pastas for so many different days, depending on what mood you're in, how much, what you got in your pocket at the moment, what you got stored. Sometimes you only got a little bit left in the pantry, and that's where you come up with some of the best pastas. And there's all different. I've never tried that Genovese or Genovese. I think it's Genovese. Never tried that. I've never tried that Genovese sauce, but I have it on. I have it on. You doing all right? I don't know. I was just hungry. 40 up to today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bill, is Bill still there? No. I thought you took Len this morning, but he was in bed. He wasn't. All right. I like having my Len. He's like my mini tiger. But you no, he only goes in the bedroom when I just go to the bathroom, like a bath or a shower, or sometimes at night when he wants to when he goes to sleep. He's a relatively smart and clean cat, and then he comes out as soon as to eat and go to the bathroom. He goes on the porch and he's all over the place, but he sometimes naps in the room. I don't know. Already? I want to watch that new Halloween this October. Speaking of Halloween, it's the new, you know that Michael Myers? It's that new Halloween Michael Myers coming out in October. So maybe we'll watch it here because you'll be here, right? So who knows, Mom? Maybe you can get another nursing job around here sometime in the future. Maybe when that Oh, I know how you're making. Oh, I already know you're doing your. I already know, but you could even do like a part time every once in a while or something nursing in the future. Who knows? You could be making the big, 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 big bucks. All right, love you. I know, but I'm just saying. But I know, but everything's working out here. We're doing really well. What? What? No, I'm not. Yeah, you did this before. Are you trying to are you trying to do a setup or something? Why are you attacking like trying to steal my stuff or something? That's the only outcome of what you're talking about. Everybody's calm here, and you're just making up all these. You're the mom. I know so many people, and you're the only one that's saying this out of like thousands of people. All right, love you. Yeah, yeah. All right, have a good one. Love you. Bye. Yeah. All right, love you. Hmm. Hmm. Very good. Hmm. 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 That is how you save money. Restaurant quality, the price. I could have put it on a plate if I wanted, even with the Pepsi. $2 for a big 6 pack of these Pepsis, these big ones. You go to the you go to a fast food restaurant like a pizza shop, $1 at least, $1.75 for one can. One can. Like this much. I got 6 of these for $2.79. And that's a whole experience just in the one Pepsi. Hmm. I wonder how are these guys rich? These Asian and these Middle Eastern store owners and whatnot. Well, you're going in there, you're buying one can of pop. He's like getting like 3, 4 cans of pop out of the one can of pop that you bought from him. That's why he's wealthy. He's got so much stuff. It's like numbers, mathematics. You learn it in school, and then in real life, it's all to do with that mathematics. And it's not illegal to make money off the mathematics. And that's why I'm not saying that it. Oh, I'm not saying it's a bad thing because it's your personal choice. If you want to shop here, bring your money here. If you want to go here, if you want to, so it's just business. Like the guy down the street, he charges $10 for his ice cream that you can buy at the store for $3.79. It's a numbers game. That's his. It comes with the convenience. It's not very far from my house. It's not as far as I would have to walk. So you're paying so you don't have to walk. It's like, oh, I could go this way and walk, and it's a lot of work, and then you're sweating, or you got to drive. But this one's right down the street. You got traffic. So it's the small convenience. You're paying like $5, $6, $7 for that convenience. But he is making some money too, because he's buying it in bulk and whatnot, and that's his full-time business. That's all he does. Hmm. I was just talking about my old Cadillac that I used to have, that I bought for cash, total, in Teeswater. And I used to have a pretty nice motorbike, brand spanking new. Not one of those used motorbikes you buy. Brand spanking electric motorbike. Yeah, street legal and all that. Here in Canada, they're called e-bikes. Had one of them then. And that used to be my daily rider, my daily commuter. And then if I had to pick up more load or whatever, I would go with Cadillac. But I had to sell that Cadillac, but everything's all ironed out. And I'm in the market for another vehicle one day. That was my nostalgic Cadillac. I have memories with them, or her, or it, or whatever. And that'll always be the fact. I had bought that Cadillac and yada yada. And but you never know. Maybe in the future. I was looking at the Tesla, but then it brought me upon to Ford. How they have this new Mustang Mach E. Ooh, it looked nice. It looked nice. Electric and all that. The select version's only 50,000 comparative to the Tesla's 100,000 or 90,000 or. But I think there is a cheaper Tesla now, and it looked nicer than the Tesla. Higher quality, better brand, stronger brand, even a better website. Mm-hmm. Now, Elon did a lot of where Elon's company is really strong at is social media marketing. They're big on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Their website's not that good. And Mustang just needs a little bit more heavy presence on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. But their website's amazing, the product's amazing, the vehicle's amazing. And then I was saying there should be some law put in place to with the electric chargers. They should all be universal. There should be one universal electric charger. It can charge every single electric vehicle or pretty much on the market. And then they don't have to waste facilities. They got these electric facilities. You can't have just tons of electric facilities everywhere. You gotta have one. You have one in your areas and all that. And every electric vehicle, whether it be a Mustang, a Tesla, or whatever, all the different ones can pull up and charge their vehicles or whatever. Because then it's like confusion with different. this and that, and who's got the patent. It's like it's not. It just wouldn't work out. A million different chargers and all that. But I think they are doing that quite possibly. Like a gas, that would how they do it. That's the only one of the only issues. It's like, oh, a gas station. Everybody can either go get gas or diesel. They go to the gas station. They go get gas or diesel. Right? No matter what brand of car they're in, they can fuel up. Mm. Uh-uh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my mom is big into alcohol. And I did always want her to be big into alcohol when I was younger. She used to only keep one bottle of this and that, hardly or whatever. As good as the as good as the family or whatever. That wasn't a good one. As good as a family or whatever. Having the alcohol, I can have a drink if I need it, but she needs to stop buying it. She's already we have a bunch of bottles. She doesn't need to buy any more. Mm-hmm. That was not a good look. Where that little piece of noodle fell out of my mouth. But I wanted to tell that story about my mom. How she likes alcohol, and I don't mind it, but I just don't want her to get out of control. We got enough. We got a lot of bottles and whatnot. I can have a drink if I need one. If a guest came over, they can have a drink if they needed one. Same with over at our trailer. But we got enough. We don't need to keep going to the LCBO and buying and buying and buying. There's many other things that you could buy with your money. So many different things. You could go buy a bicycle. Next thing you know, you're bicycling around and having um, awesome experiences around town. Or you buy whatever. You can buy all types of stuff, surfboards and whatnot, skateboards and whatnot. Or, I need an e-bike. I'm too big for a bike, like a bicycle. I need that assisted motor. Oh, for sure. Most of the time, I just use the assisted motor altogether. Hmm. But I think I would have to talk to my caseworker about that. They could potentially get me one. Um, I know they generally don't do e-bikes though. That's the hard thing. Like I need it kind of like somebody would need their. They only right now they only help with certain vehicle types, like wheelchair. I wouldn't mind one of those either, but I'm on the second floor, so maybe in the future I'll have to get one. Maybe when I'm much older, quite possibly. Who knows? Who knows? Because I've imagined myself, and one time there's been a couple times I had to ride in a wheelchair. Broke my leg. I had to ride in a wheelchair. for a long time. I used to ride the short bus for a short time when I was younger. Rode the normal bus, but I broke my leg so severely they had to put me on the short bus for around. Met a lot of people for around. I was on the shorter bus for I don't know 6 months, 8 months, whatnot. I even had to be in a special class for a small amount of time. My parents had gotten divorced. I just wasn't doing nothing in school. I regret that. I should have been. My mind just wasn't developed at the time. I was just like this sort of this soft little egg inside my head, and they hard boiled it. Okay, and that's what happened. Yeah, but I'm doing all right. But then you got to put up with my mom. I work hard every day, and then she wants to say things, but I don't think she's going too far. Elgato Tick something. Message me on Instagram. Anyways, this was good. Marie Callender's. Very good. Made with vine ripened tomatoes. And, a lot of our folks are older and they're not doing all their jobs. And then there's a lot of ones that are younger, like me, that's so capable of being in a great position uh, with the government and everything, but they just won't give me that official the way I need it. Like the way some of the content creators are paid and whatnot. Like my money isn't making as much as it potentially should be. Look at the ones in TikTok in Canada or Instagram and whatnot. They won't even give me my verified check mark and whatnot. I've done millions of dollars worth of work. The old company I used to work for, paid really well. They were kind of like free, free enterprise type of company. Like they pretty much was like, dude, you make this amount of money on commission. We're only taking a small chunk or whatever. We're only taking a sliver or whatever. Have it all. We're all eating together, and they were making money. He's making money. Everybody's making money with the company. But times changed. But I've adapted, and I'm working with the Ontario government and whatnot. But I want to have some official status. I think I deserve to have an official status, or access to some of these official tools and things, which I don't. I only have so much access when I should be higher up. And my mother, she's all right. She helps me out, but once she gets to a certain point, she starts to get scared. She's done it before or whatever. When she gets to a certain point, she gets scared. I think anybody does. When she gets to that point where she has enough money to buy a house and have all these nice things, and all of a sudden she freaks out and drops everything. Now I don't know if somebody's trying robbing her or whatever or what goes on. Then we lose a lot. Okay, but she needs to listen to me, and I think she does. Just everything's fine. Okay, that's what you get rewarded when you do good things. That is the system. You work for a certain amount of hours providing a service to society in some way or whatever, and then you get paid. And then there's different people that have more outreach to their work and whatnot, and they get paid more. Like people with movies don't necessarily make that much money, but it depends on how many people watch the movie and whatnot. Uh, but there's all different ways to make money, all different ways. But it's generally with that, You want to make sure that people are doing something good to make the money, or at least working. You have to put in some work. And when you're young, you think work is so easy. Um, you think work is so easy because you have so much energy. Like it's almost like a game in the beginning. But then you get even with your favorite games, you get tired. You have to go to bed, and then you just get tired working altogether, and that's when it becomes real work. When you have to still do it, even though you got tired of it, because it's making money, and that happened before with me. It was making so much money, but I had to get up and do it. Had to get up and do it. Had to get up and do it. And you got times like that. Then you got times where you got to change it all together. You were doing this, now you got to do that, and do this, and oh, this thing just popped up, and then it's fun again. Then it can become fun again. The world, there's just so many possibilities. Unbelievable. I think I said this one in one of my screen videos or whatever. There's so many different companies for the same things. Like you got Pepsi. This is one type of cola. You got RC Cola, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Giant, whatever, Great Valley. You got so many different ones just for Pepsi. Then you got phones. There's like way more than you would think for phones and all. Every single thing. Couches. There's companies that are just popping up. Old companies, new companies, these companies, companies in other countries that ship to our country. It's way bigger than it's ever been like that. There's so many millions of companies. You can uh, there might be a company that makes phones just as good as the Apple iPhone. Apple won't mess with you. Well, they're messing with me or whatever because I got the iPhone or whatever. But potentially, if you can't get the iPhone, there's a Chinese company that makes just as good. And run with it like that. Okay, there's so many different companies. Anyways, I think that's all. That was the Marie Callender's. Pepsi's starting to get that taste to it where it's not like crisp or whatever. You know what I mean? Where it's not the best. It means it's not because of the Pepsi, because I've just drank too much Pepsi. And then you start to get that taste like it's not that good anymore, and that's usually an indication that you're just starting to drink too much of it. And I've had my hard times with the Pepsi, drinking too much, and that's an indicator, I'll tell you. Once it starts to not taste as good, just put the cap on it, put it back in the fridge or whatever. And the next time you have it, your body can process it. It'll be so much more refreshing. And then you probably won't gain weight as fast or have issues with your body. You want to really take your time with everything. Like I said, like I shouldn't, I had to eat it all because it curbed my hunger all the way. If I hadn't eaten at all, I still quite possibly could have. I have this really certain personality with food. I'm getting pretty smart at it. But see, like I wouldn't have been able to just leave half of it. I had to eat the whole thing. Okay, but I'm not going to go for the food that's in the fridge. I got more food in the fridge and the freezer and all that. So it curved that appetite where I don't want to keep opening the fridge and all that. So it's a good meal that really set me aside. $4.97. And then you got, like I said, 6 bottles of Pepsi, $2 and all that. I got lots. That's other days. That could be tomorrow's lunch, the next day's lunch, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. And now you don't have to have Pepsi every day. Those Pepsi could last you a whole month of great lunches. Same with these and all that. Anyways, this won't be posted until next month if you see it or whatever. If my channel's still up, if I have to make a new channel, I'll do that because I got everything backed up or whatever. I didn't do all these videos. Okay, it's the money that the food costs, the energy that I have. I could be doing anything else. Could be at the beach right now hollering at women. I could be on watching movies if I wanted to. I could be doing anything. Anything. I could be out doing anything, all right? But I chose to do this video today as an investment. And I didn't even have to show myself eating it. I could have potentially just sat here and ate it like a fat pig or whatever, not on video. But hopefully that channel's still up, and by the time you see this one or whatever. And I'll try to do more videos and whatnot. And this is the Van Houston shirt, and I'm wearing the Van Houston pants. You might have seen them earlier. They're really nice. And I have another suit coming. Some people say that's not a suit or whatever. Well, it is. suits are matching, are they not, or somewhat, or whatever? It's a matching dress suit or whatever. I'm not wearing an overcoat or whatever. And necessarily, I don't think it's really an overcoat time or whatever peacoat time for men right now. I want to see women in overcoats and all that. Right now, it's more of like a short sleeve dress shirt type of time. Or in the summer, you wear those long sleeve dress shirts and the overcoats and stuff, but that's more of a winter time or a fall and stuff like that. Or during warfare or something. And I thought we are sort of having the world is in the place where everybody, no matter what country, everybody is doing good. We have all these great businesses, eBay, Amazon, all these different businesses. Everybody should be doing great where they're making money, and you don't have to resort to those things because I order stuff from China. I'm a customer from China and I don't go to China. It comes to me and I pay people in China and they have meal and everything. Okay? And same with the United States, same with other places. So there's no reason why anybody would do when I'm a great business person, like customer. I work hard my stuff. I receive my stuff and people say I'm racist, but I'm not racist. What do you mean? If I was racist, why would I buy stuff from China? Okay, if I was really racist, I could be like, oh no, I won't even. No, I know I like Chinese people and I order from China. We do business and whatever. Same with all other places. So that doesn't make any sense. But there is days I just don't want to be bothered, and I might say an accidental word or something, but that's not what I mean. I just mean, just don't bother me right now. We've did a lot of business together, and now it's my next. I do many things, but there's some people that harass me like unbelievable. And I'm like, I want to charge you with harassment to certain people because they just go on too much. All right. At the end of the day, business is like this nowadays for some people. They work at home or whatever. Sometimes they choose their own days off. It might not be the day you are off. So like it might be a Thursday, but that Thursday to that person they've been working on their own for so long is like a Sunday. So it's Thursday or whatever, but that person's having like a Sunday or something, or like or a day with God or whatever. I don't know what the hell you call it. There's all different ways. Or just even a relaxation day with no God at all. Sometimes you don't want to even hear from God, even though you love him dearly and all that and whatever. You just want to have one of these days where you're just like oblivious. And that happens too. Anyways, Marie Callender's, it was good. I don't have my shirt tucked in right now. Generally, I would tuck